Hey guys, welcome back to another clip of Schach-manuel-lernen. Today with the end boss of the tournament of Manchester Summer Congress. In the last round I was lucky enough to play it against an FM, and let's see how it went. I have the white pieces, so it was Sicilian opening. A6, I had this line a few times in the past on the board, so I was quite well prepared. Bishop e2, knight b3. By this opening, it's all about this square. I want to have control over this square, and this is a weakness. But it's not a really typical, Sicilian opening. So I captured the knight, the defender of this square, and then I jumped right in here. If we would play like bishop d5, it's not really good because I can capture with queen, attacking here, bringing rook, bishop, and this pawn will be a weakness the entire game. So that's why he decided to play knight d7, castle, castle, queen d3. There were several other options. The idea here was to play this with the threat of that. Be aware that I'm not winning the pawn here because he can recapture with knight and queen is guarding the pawn. So queen d3, then he took his chance and captured queen c7 with attacking the pawn. And here I needed some time, but then I came up with the move rook fd1. The idea is if he would capture this pawn, I have this very important move rook d2. It defends the bishop, it defends the pawn, and at the same time it attacks the queen. So let's say if he would go back to c7, I can just bring the other rook in the game with rook c1. And then, I just gained 2 10-piece for one pawn, and this pawn I will win back. So a bit better here. If you play something like that, it's not working. Queen trade because of rook capturing, and then I have here several threats. So he couldn't capture, he played bishop e7 instead, defending the pawn. Here I played c4, rook fd8, activating the rest of the rooks. So here it was everything with these pawns. Then I played rook c3. The idea here is to play maybe rook f3 for attacking here, to play later on bishop h5 to provoking g6 and stuff like that. Here I can't capture because otherwise I would lose the queen. So I decided to play bishop g4. He has to go back with rook, and here this line I calculated. Knight takes bishop d7. Was not really clear to me. It would have been better than in the game. The other option would have been knight d2. That also would have been better. Rook f3 with attacking f7, bishop f6, g3, and so on. But I played knight d2, a5 b3, then bishop g5. His idea is to trade these 2 pieces and then bringing his knight in long term here. So I played f1, g6, g3, h5, and now I had to decide if I stay on this diagonal or not. Let's say if I would go here, he would simply play this and this. And then this knight is just a monster. He's guarding everything and attacks everything. And so I didn't want that, so I played bishop h3, king g7, knight e3. I still decided here I have to do something. He didn't capture, it would have been an option, but then it's a complete different game. Here I played bishop g2, and now he captured. I captured on e3, and then he decided to exchange the queens, which was, in retrospective, a bit of a mistake, because he can play like this and prolong the game without queen trade. But he traded the queen, I took with rook, that I have still some pressure here. King f8, f4. F4 is really important move. If he captures, the center will open, and then this bishop becomes much stronger. If he doesn't capture, he has to play f6. Otherwise this pawn is gone. Or better, the knight is gone. So f6, and then I can play h4. So this is important to understand. My bishop is on light square, so I have to try to fix his pawns on light square, that I can attack them long term. Then king e7, a3, rook a8, and then I played f5. The idea here is if he captures, I can recapture, and then this pawn is really weak. If he plays g5, I have several options. I can capture, then play this. I can also play this move for attacking this, and if he plays that, I can lock the position, and if no one tries something, there will be a draw. The game was like f5, then he played g5, knight f3, and bishop f3, and here I offered him a draw, because, as I explained it to you, if he plays g4, he will lock the position, and I don't have really something that I can play for. He can also capture and then play this, but yeah, he wouldn't have done that. So I thought, okay, last tournaments were not really good, so I decided to offer a draw, and yeah, he accepted it. Was also a nice analyze session afterwards. And yeah, with this draw against the final boss was against the FM a draw. That was, yeah, bigger achievement in my career, so I was really happy. And so I could finish the tournament with 3.5 points out of 5, no loss, and I gained some rating points. Yeah, so that was my trip to England. I will update you again about my national stuff, about the games that I played, and yeah, if you want to improve your chess skills, I have my own chess school. You find the link in the subscription. Would be nice to give you a lesson from time to time. And yeah, with these words, I wish you a wonderful weekend. Take care and good games.